Disclaimer: this video contains excessive profane language. If you have children in the room, or if you're easily offended by such language, please refrain from watching the video. I don't want you to subject yourself to tireless typing to explain to me why you don't like my speech. Have a good day.
Stevie Wonder, I don't know if y'all peeped this shit, but Stevie Wonder low-key forgot some of those lyrics. It's okay though, but it seems to me like him and Tori Kelly were singing two completely different fucking songs. The motherfucking BET Awards 2016, I want to give a shout out to all of you who actually came and y'all watched the BET Awards with me for all of an hour and a motherfucking half, girl. But a bitch had to, I had a prior engagement that I had to get to, so I couldn't stay on for the entire 35,000 hours that the BET Awards went on for, but it don't matter, bitch. It starts out, and I do have some notes, and I will let y'all know. If you don't have time to watch this shit right now, girl, I'm gonna need you to watch this shit in parts, okay? I'm gonna tell you right now because this shit may be very, very long, because y'all know I have to sit down and I have to analyze this shit as girls. We have to sit down and we have to talk about this shit, girl. That's what the fuck I do over here, and I go into a whole lot of rabbit holes. So if you are new to the Thick Chick Blogs family, okay, if this is your first time watching this video, I'm going to need you to hit that subscribe button because we have a whole lot of fun up and around up through these parts. I am a very, very random person. I might come on here one day and be talking about some old off the wall, little Craigslist ass shit, girl. And I might come on here one day and might be talking about a ratchet ass reality television show review. The next day I might be coming on here talking about something else. Just saying, I am the most random champ on YouTube, bitch. And I live for that shit. But anyway, the BET Awards 2016, it started off with Beyonce, girl, the person that everybody didn't think was going to be at the BET Awards. Because y'all know last year she stood us the fuck up. But this year, she showed up and she fucking delivered. Her and Kendrick Lamar, they performed Freedom. Freedom, freedom, I can't move. Freedom, cut me loose. Yeah. Freedom, freedom, where are you? Because I need freedom too, yeah. I love that song. They kicked up a whole bunch of fucking water. They made them motherfucking people behind the scenes. The bitch, they was cleaning up water for the next goddamn 30 minutes because y'all know they had to prolong like their little intro. Tracy Ellis Ross and Anthony Anderson, y'all know that they had to prolong their fucking introduction because they knew that they had to do a whole lot of mopping because Beyonce and Kendrick Lamar kicked up a whole lot of fucking water. So kudos to Beyonce and Kendrick Lamar because like I said, I think they did an awesome job, and I do want to give a shout out to Beyonce for even fucking showing up because later on we will find out from her mother that she was not able to stay and accept her awards because she did have a concert in London that she had to get to. And I love the fact that Beyonce actually, even though she had a concert to go to, it was very important for her to come to the BET Awards because she know a lot of people were trying to read her feel for last year for actually performing on, you know, the big screen and not actually showing up at the concert. Because y'all know, I think Beyonce was supposed to actually perform a little bit earlier in the show last year, and they were really expecting her to be able to come, but I think she probably called them at the last minute, and that's why they showed that shit at the end. Y'all, yeah, I think that was the whole little situation right there. But shout out to her for actually showing up, even though she had a prior engagement to get to. That just shows that she really does appreciate her fans, and she did want to show her support to the BET Awards. So shout out to Beyonce for that. Okay, let's move the fuck on to something else, because I could talk about a whole, you know, Beyonce and Kendrick Lamar did the damn thing. Shout out to y'all, okay? Now, girl, Samuel L. Jackson. I don't know if y'all peeped this shit. Let me talk about this for 1 second. When the ladies were coming in, when Beyonce's dancers were coming in, I don't know if y'all peeped this shit. Samuel L. Jackson low-key kind of looked at them like, what the fuck is going on? Y'all know he was looking confused as fuck, but he knew some shit was about to go down, so I just peeped that look on Samuel L. Jackson's face, and I thought that shit was hilarious. And then you have Anthony Anderson and Tracy Ellis Ross. Like I said, they are the presenters, not the presenters. They are the hosts of the BET Awards this year. They were also the hosts of the BET Awards 2015. And I know some people think that Tracy Ellis Ross and Anthony Anderson are whack as fuck, but I love them together. I think they're hilarious. I mean, true enough, they are sometimes corny, but I think they're corny funny. Okay, I think the shit that they do is actually low-key kind of funny, even though some people would look at it as being corny. Okay, they also bring out Anthony Hamilton during their whole little Hamlet situation act that they had to do, like I said, while those people were back there mopping up all that motherfucking water that Beyonce and Kendrick Lamar kicked up. Now, they introduced my girl Taraji P. Henson, and she comes out there looking absolutely gorgeous, got on her little, you know, bathing suit dress situation, just looking all kinds of gorgeous. That's one thing I can say about black women that I absolutely love. Black don't crack. I don't give a fuck how old a black woman gets, girl, she still looks good. Of course, if she takes care of herself. Taraji P. Henson is absolutely gorgeous, but she comes out there and she's presenting the award for the best group. And of course, you have Drake and Future won. Okay, now Drake was not there, of course, and I got something to say about Drake a little bit later. And I'm pretty sure he probably had a prior engagement, but Drake and Future won the award for the best group. Okay, Terrence Howard, he comes out and he presents the award for the best male R&B artist. Okay, and Bryson Tiller won that. Now let me tell y'all something. The reason why I love Bryson, I love his music first and foremost. Okay, he seems to be a very, very humble man, and that was his very first award that he said he's ever won, I'm assuming. So I'm very happy for Bryson Tiller. I love his music. Now, okay, design. Panda. I got bras in a lamp. That's really all the fuck I know that they be saying. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I was talking about that in my live show as well. I don't know the lyrics to Panda. I don't know the lyrics to half of these motherfucking songs, but he performed Panda, and that Negro was looking like he was high as all kind of motherfucking kites, running out in the audience just... I mean, looked like he had just got through hitting a motherfucking crack pipe, okay? As he was running up and down the goddamn aisle, Fabulous was looking at this motherfucker like, he needs some milk! He needs some motherfucking milk! He was looking high as a fucking kite, but he did his thing, okay? But like I said, I think he gonna sit there and try to pretend like, you know, he gonna pull one of those Genuine move with Genuine talking about he drunk a 5-hour energy drink before he went and performed with TGT. Nah, motherfucker, you hadn't hit that motherfucking crack pipe, but that's okay, okay? Now, you have Dion Cole. I said that his fucking name. I know who he is, but I'm fucking up his name right now. Him and Karaoke came out there, and they are presenting the award for Best Actor. And Michael B. Jordan won that award. Now, he wasn't there, and I was thinking to myself, motherfucker, I feel like this. If y'all motherfuckers don't want to attend, you know what they should do? They should go to the next motherfucker who's actually in the goddamn house. Idris Elba. I just wanted to look at Idris Elba so fucking bad. I think that is one of the sexiest black men on the face of this fucking planet. I love me some motherfucking chocolate. Let me just say that right here, right now. But I love Idris Elba. But Michael B. Jordan, he's great too. Don't get me fucked up. I'm not trying to read the man, but he wasn't there. And yeah, but I think Idris Elba should have won. Okay. But anyway, Dave Chappelle comes out. Dave Chappelle was looking very, very good. He looks very healthy right now. Okay, he looks very, very healthy. Okay, and he came out and he's introducing the first act for the Prince tribute, and it was Erykah Badu and Bilal, whatever the fuck his name is. Okay, and I'm telling the truth, I don't know the song that they were singing. Of course, apparently it was from well, the act that they did, they said, because at the end of this whole tribute that they did, I was like, why the fuck is he laying on the floor like that? Is he dead or some shit? I did not know that was from Purple Rain, the movie, or whatever. I have never seen Purple Rain, the movie. I know some of y'all might be like, bitch, for real. Look, I'm telling the truth. I'm not one of those people who are going to sit there and pretend like I know all of Prince's songs. I don't. Now, I do have an auntie who was a big time Prince fan, but I'm going to tell you something right now. I don't know a whole lot of Prince's music. I know Purple Rain and a couple of other songs that he has done. I'm gonna tell the 100% truth. I can't sit there and, you know, sing an entire Prince song because I was not that. I'm not gonna say I didn't like Prince, but I wasn't, you know, I didn't grow up in that era, so I can't sit there and say like, oh my god, I'm a huge Prince fan. Okay, now if you talk to somebody like my mom or something like that, she of course probably would have knew what the fuck was going on with Erykah Badu and Bilal. Okay, but people were reading Bilal, girl, because he came up there with his braids and shit, girl, looking like he was about to get a fire ass motherfucking sew in, girl. I'm talking about had the shit braided to the side with that big ass braid down the middle. Now we know any of you ladies who have ever had a sew in, you know that is the pattern that you get when you're getting a sew in, especially if you're gonna have some leave out, that braid there in the middle. You know damn well you're gonna, you know, undo that braid and you're gonna flat iron that motherfucker to the bone straight and you're gonna comb it up, girl. But they did good. Let me just say that right here, right now. I think Erykah Badu and Bilal, they did very, very well. I'm glad that they opened this whole Prince tribute thing out. And I want to give a shout out to BET for, like I said, for bringing in. I think all of the Prince tributes were awesome and amazing, so shout out to BET for that. The young lady from she apparently is the daughter on Blackish. I have never seen an episode of Blackish, you know, with Anthony Anderson and Tracy Ellis Ross. I have never seen an episode of that, but she came out and she presented the first Shine a Light Award to I forgot his name, but he was a guy who was in the Air Force. I think his name was Kenyatta, and he's done some wonderful and amazing things for the community, so shout out to you, Kenyatta, for doing that. Then you have Fat Joe, French Montana, Remy Ma. They came in and did they Thug Thizzle. Okay, I'm all the way up. Hey, I'm all the way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. And Remy Ma, Okay, some people were reading Remy Ma for the dress that she had on. I think Remy Ma was, looking delicious in her fucking dress. Y'all know I'm all about the ladies who are nice and thick and cute that actually are proportionate with their shit. Okay, apparently Remy Ma is naturally thick, so I thought Remy Ma looked great in her dress, even though some people thought that she didn't look too hot in her dress. I thought she looked absolutely beautiful. So shout out to Fat Joe, Frenchie Montana, Remy Ma. Fat Joe was looking like he was uncomfortable down a motherfucker. I don't know. Maybe he was hot. I don't know. But anyway, the guys that will be starring in the new edition biopic, of course, Hakeem from Empire, he will be in the new edition biopic, and a couple of other guys. To be honest with you, I'm not going to call out all of their names because I didn't write them down, and I'm pretty sure I will fuck some of them up. So they were presenting the award for the best actress, and of course, before they could present the award for the best actress, Bobby Brown came out, and girl, Bobby Brown was on the microphone talking about some, slow down, hold up, don't say this. I was like, Bobby Brown, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why? Slow down, hold on. They was kind of looking at this motherfucker like, really, Bobby? Really, Bobby? Hold up, slow down. But anyway, Hakeem, got on the microphone. He was like, and the award goes to my mama, Taraji P. Henson. So Taraji won the award for the best actress, and I think that is hands down. I thought that was a great idea because Taraji P. Henson has been doing her Thug Thizzle. I love Taraji, and I'm glad that she won the award for the best actress. So shout out to BET for that. Lil Miles, let's talk about Lil Miles, y'all. Okay, Lil Miles was presenting, he was basically, talking about the Sportswoman of the Year, which was Serena Williams. He was also talking about Steph Curry, who was being honored for being the Sportsman of the Year. Girl, when it came on, I was like, bless his little heart. It came on, he waited a good 45,000 minutes before he was talking. It was like, talk, speak, say it, go ahead, go, we live. God damn it, go! I bet his mama was back there, Lord, my poor baby. But I thought he was so adorable, and I thought he did great. He talks very, very well. So shout out to Lil Miles for presenting, for basically talking about the Sportswoman of the Year and the Sportsman of the Year. Shout out to Lil Miles for that, y'all. But he had a little short moment right there. But anyway, Alicia Keys did her damn thing, playing every damn instrument on this side of fucking creation. Okay, she did her Thug Thizzle. I love Alicia Keys. Now last year during the BET Awards, okay, Alicia Keys didn't do. She wasn't that awesome last year. Okay, I think she was. Well, who the fuck was that? She was performing with last year. I don't remember, but it wasn't a great performance. They did not collab well together. But this year, Alicia Keys did her thing. She was playing every instrument on this side of creation, as I said. And then during the end, she flipped her fucking piano over and broke the motherfucker. I don't know what that was all about, but shout out to you, Alicia Keys. You did a great job. Now let's move the fuck on to the next topic at hand, okay? Snoop Dogg, Jermaine Dupri, and put some respect on my name. Put some respect on my name. Put some respect on my name. They came out. Okay, and they are presenting the award for the best new artist. Now, let me tell you a little bit something about put some respect on my name. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with Birdman, but Birdman looked like he's still mad from the situation that happened with, down at Power 105.1 with Charlamagne the God and Angela Yee and DJ Envy, okay? He looked like he is still pissed the fuck off, okay? When I caught wind of him in the audience, of course, he was at the BET Awards. He was sitting next to his new boo, Toni Braxton, but he was sitting in the audience like he was sitting in the chair at, Power 105.1. I ain't gonna say it no more. Look, he was still fucking mad, okay? So, of course, when his part came up, he said what he had to say, and then after Jermaine Dupri and Snoop Dogg said what they had to say, I guess, you can clearly tell that Birdman was supposed to do the last little part, but he was sitting there like, fuck this shit. I really don't even want to fucking be here. Motherfucker, you didn't have to come up on stage then, put some respect on my name. So Jermaine Dupri started laughing. He just went up there and did Birdman part, I guess. But, Bryson Tiller took home his second award for Best New Artist. And like I said, I love Bryson Tiller. So shout out to him for that. I think it's well deserved, as I said. So next we have Tori Kelly and Stevie Wonder. Now I'm not about to sit there and try to read Stevie Wonder. I'm not about to do it. This was the second Prince tribute. Okay, they did Take Me With You, and they also did girl, did they do another song? I forgot the other song that they did. But anyway, like I said, Tori Kelly and Stevie Wonder, they opened up with the second Prince tribute with Take Me With You. Now let me tell y'all something. Stevie Wonder, I don't know if y'all peeped this shit, but Stevie Wonder low-key forgot some of those lyrics. It's okay though, but it seems to me like him and Tori Kelly were singing two completely different fucking songs, okay? And Tori kind of knew that Stevie Wonder was fucking up because when she was singing and shit and he started getting all low and like he was fucking up, okay? He forgot the lyrics to the goddamn song. So she walked over to him like she put her hand on. She said, "It's okay. I do this motherfucking shit." But it's like they were singing two totally different songs. But I still think that they did good, okay? Shout out to Tori Kelly and Stevie Wonder. But Stevie Wonder, you did forget some of those fucking lyrics. It's okay though. Now J Hud came out and did her fucking thing with Purple Rain. Shout out to you, Jennifer Hudson. A lot of people were wondering why Jennifer Hudson had on white. Prince actually wore that. I don't remember where he wore that. I'm gonna try to put some pictures in this goddamn video. Hopefully, if I have the time for it. If I don't, charge it to the game and not to my heart, okay? But it was actually she was actually basically she had on something that Prince wore at some other award show or performance that he did or something. So shout out to Jennifer Hudson for that, and I think she did absolutely amazing with Purple Rain. Like I said, BET, they bought it for me. Like I said, they were hyping up these Prince tributes, and I was like, BET, y'all don't need to disappoint us because y'all have been sitting there talking, you know, like I said, throwing shade at the MTV Awards and the BET and the BMAs. I'm sorry. Like, y'all was like, you know what, we got you. Okay, they fucked up the Prince tribute with the whole Madonna thing. We gonna give y'all motherfucking life for the BET Awards. So, like I said, shout out to BET for that. Like I said, I think that all of the Prince tributes were amazing. Now, you have Regina Hall and Morris Chestnut, okay? They are presenting the video of the year. Of course, and girl, I forgot who the nominees were, but Beyonce won. And of course, like I said, she had to leave because she had to get to London because she had a concert. You know, of course, she didn't, even though she wanted to come and, you know, basically show her support to the BET Awards and show her fans the motherfucker, I do care about y'all. I'm not just trying to leave y'all fucking hanging. She came and did her thing, and she literally left the stage and went and got on her airplane to head to London. And like I said, Tina came up there and accepted the award for her, and yeah, but like I said, I think it was absolutely amazing. Amazing. I thought it was absolutely amazing that Beyonce actually showed up to the BET Awards and did her thing. So yeah, like I said, that just shows her dedication and how much she really does appreciate her fans. Now, Chloe and Halle. Y'all should know who Chloe and Halle is, especially if you have, you know, well, I'm not going to say you should know who they are, but they're very, very popular here on YouTube. I was introduced to Chloe and Halle from YouTube. I remember them from when they was very, very little girls, and Beyonce is actually their mentor, and they have, I can really tell that Chloe and Halle, they're going to be doing amazing things in their lives. They have very, very powerful voices, and I just absolutely love them together, and I just think they are the perfect duo, and they're very, very beautiful at that. So like I said, I think they're going to get very, very far in their career. So next up, we have Bryson Tiller. He did his thing. He performed, and I think he did a great job as well. Next up, we have Omar Epps, Kimberly, Elise, Gabby, and JB. Okay, they are presenting the award for the best male hip hop artist. The winner is Drake. And of course, his motherfucking ass ain't there. Like I said, I feel like, motherfucker, if you ain't gonna be there, we need to give it to the second motherfucker run up. I'm just goddamn saying. But like I said, I'm pretty sure there was a great reason that Drake was not at the BET Awards. I don't know what their reason is, but you know, everybody has their reason for the reason why they can't be there. He probably had a prior engagement, shit he had to do, and he was not able to attend the BET Awards. Next up, Jamie Foxx comes out with his beautiful daughter, and he is introducing Layla Ali with her thick fucking ass. Layla Ali thick as fuck, y'all. Like I said, I believe if I was a lesbian, I would probably be attracted to women with these big old ignorant asses, you know, because I'm always talking about women with big ass booties. But it is what it is. Layla Ali, she came out, she was looking beautiful, and like I said, she was thick as fuck. And you know, she was basically you know, talking about her father, telling people that she appreciates all the love and support, and she was telling them how much basically Muhammad Ali, you know, he was more than just Muhammad Ali to us. He was a great person overall. So she spoke on her father. She was, you know, got a little choked up and things talking about him. Like I said, it hasn't been very long since Muhammad Ali passed, so I can understand why she's all choked up. And girl, I don't know if y'all peeped this shit after she got done talking about him, and when she went to walk off. Of course, they gonna pan the damn camera out into the audience because they saw how fucking thick Layla Ali was. And girl, Samuel L. Jackson thought he was slick. I saw you goddamn looking and smirking and shit like, look at that goddamn ass. I saw you, Samuel L. Jackson, but I was looking too, so I ain't mad at you. Next up, we have Maxwell. Maxwell did his thing. He sung Lake by the Ocean. But Juice Man loves that song. I know some of y'all might look at the Juice Man and be like, oh, he looks so hard. Like he might like thug rap music and shit. Juice Man actually loves like little soft music and shit like this. Soulful things. Juice Man is softer than y'all think he is. So yeah, Juice Man absolutely loves Lake by the Ocean. So he enjoys that whole little performance right there. She's your queen to be. A queen to be forever, to quench your royal fire, completely free from infection, to be used at your discretion. But anyway, they are introducing Deborah Lee, okay? Deborah Lee, y'all know the queen of beef fucking tea. She's coming out, of course, she's talking about gun control. Now, I have a whole lot of shit that I can say about gun control. Let me just say that I feel like this, okay? If you do try to take guns away from law-abiding citizens, okay? Do you think the fucking criminals give a fuck about you disarming people who are using their guns the right way to protect themselves and their families? I'm not talking about these motherfuckers out here going and buying weapons of mass destruction. Now, do I think that it should be a little harder for a regular fucking person to go and buy an AR-15 or go and buy one of these super powerful weapons? Absolutely. But I think we just need to sit down and we need to really think about taking guns out of the hands of law-abiding citizens, because criminals don't give a fuck about gun control. They're still going to get guns, okay? And we're going to be unarmed and we're going to be unable to protect ourselves and our families. That's all I'm going to say. But she introduces Jesse Williams, and that is the piece de resistance. Jesse Williams got up there and he basically, girl, with no fucking filter. And I absolutely love the fact that he got up there and he talked about systematic racism, oppression, police brutality, cultural appropriation. I got a whole lot of shit that I can say about that. I try to keep a lot of that shit to myself because I don't like to, you know, when you have a platform, I know you should speak out on your platform. I totally get that and I totally understand it. But a lot of times you can get a lot of flack and things like that. So I do want to give a shout out to Jesse Williams, because there is a lot of things that go on, and you know, like I said, I'm trying to choose my words very wisely. But I do want to give a big shout out to Jesse Williams. Let me just say that. But let's talk about cultural appropriation really, really quickly. There are a lot of things in our culture that is adopted by other cultures and it's used at their discretion. But the thing about it is they love to critique and they love to, you know, talk down on a lot of things that we as African Americans do, and they like to talk down on a lot of shit. Okay, they consider if a black person dresses a certain way or if they do a certain thing, they want to classify it as being one thing. But if a white person does it, then it's, you know, they're expressing themselves, or, you know, it's art. I don't really understand this shit. There's a lot, and like I said, I don't want to go into that whole spiel right there. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Like I said, I'm trying to keep my shit whatever. Let me just, I just want to give a shout out to Jesse Williams for doing his stuff. There's right there. Thank you for speaking up, Jesse Williams. You did your thing. They need to put your motherfucking name on the presidential ballot. That's all I'm going to say about that shit right there. Okay. Fanny. Okay. Fantasia came out and she presented the other Shine a Light Award to Marcus Duke. And I absolutely, Fanny read that motherfucking teleprompter. That's all I want to fucking say. So shout out to you, Fanny, for that shit right there, girl. After Fanny, you know, did the whole Shine a Light Award presentation situation to Marcus Duke, Future performed, and girl, it wasn't a whole lot that Future can do, girl. It wasn't a whole lot of performing that he really did. He did a lot of moving around and gyrating and shit, but it wasn't a whole lot that he can do because his music contains a whole lot of cussing, like my videos contain a whole lot of cussing. His music contains a whole lot of cussing, so it was a whole lot of, you know, just singing hooks and shit like that, because it was, you know, it was only so much that he could fucking say on the BET Awards, you know what I'm saying? So Future performed, he did his stuff. I wonder what Sierra out there in the audience, girl. She probably had it, girl. She probably put in some damn earplugs when his motherfucking ass got up there on the stage. Y'all know Sierra and Future, they just been being petty towards each other for the last couple of fucking months. But hey, I guess it's warranted, okay? Now, Jesse, aka Jamal from Empire, he introduces the Anderson Paak, and I'm gonna be honest, I did not know who the fuck they were. I know y'all, sometimes y'all might be trying to read me and shit for some of the shit that I don't know anything about, but I didn't know who the fuck they were. But, okay, Janelle Monáe did her Thug Thizzle when she performed Delirious and Don't Have to Be Rich and Pop Life with them assless fucking pants on. Janelle, like I said, BET, I want to give y'all props. Y'all brought that shit, okay? This is one of the first BET Awards in the last couple of years that I absolutely enjoyed, and I actually might watch the shit over again. That's just how much I personally enjoyed it. So Janelle Monáe, like I said, she did her Thug Thizzle with the assless pants. We know Prince was famous for his assless pants. But what was even more killer after she did her performance situation is that Anthony Anderson bought his motherfucking ass out there and was like, you know what, Janelle Monáe, I told you I was the one who was going to wear the assless pants outfit. And he turns around and, of course, Anthony Anderson got on some assless pants as well. And his ass looked pretty cute in those fucking pants. I don't know if y'all peeped that. It was pimpleless. So shout out to you, Anthony Anderson, for having a pimpleless ass. So, yeah, I thought you looked pretty cute in your pants. Now, Gabby Union and two others, I'm sorry, I did not catch their names. Sorry about that. It's only so much a big bitch can write down, okay? But Gabby Union and these other two people, they came to present the Gospel Inspiration Award, and Kirk Franklin won this award. And I don't know if you guys peeped this shit, but I don't know if Kirk Franklin had some type of a surgery, or maybe he was, had a performance or something the day before or the night before, but his voice was kind of crackly. I don't know. Maybe he had been crying or some shit. I'm not 1,000% sure, but it was something going on with his voice. So I don't know if y'all peeped that, but if y'all know if he had any type of surgery, so maybe he had a performance or something the night before, y'all let me know. Maybe he was just nervous, okay? I don't know, but it was a lot going on with Kirk Franklin's voice, but he brought his beautiful wife up on stage to accept his Gospel Inspiration Award. So shout out to Kirk Franklin. Spike Lee brought his ass out there looking like the Mad fucking Hatter, but I guess shout out to him because he was paying homage to Prince because he had on all his purple, but he was looking like the fucking Mad Hatter. But he came out to present the Lifetime Achievement Award to I'm sick and tired of these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane, Samuel L. Jackson. And Samuel L. Jackson, he came up, accepted his award, and he talked for a very, very long time, gave a shout out to his cousins, his aunties, his all these other people. Shout out to you, Samuel L. Jackson. He has absolutely no filter. We know Samuel L. Jackson don't give a fuck. Yeah, so shout out to Samuel L. Jackson for receiving the Lifetime Achievement Award, okay? Usher and Young Dro came to perform, bitch. That's my shit. No limit. Just know when you fuck with a nigga like me, there's no limit, baby. I love that song. But look, was it just me, or was Usher's mic fucking up the entire time? His fucking voice was going in and out. And he had that ear microphone, so that probably had a lot to do with it. But his, the microphone, the sound was cutting in and out during that entire performance, okay? And then Young Dro came up, but of course he had the hand mic, and we could hear him very clear, but I'm pretty sure it had a lot to do with the ear microphone that Usher had in, but his fucking mic was dropping in and out. But I think they did a very, very good job. And of course, if y'all didn't peep that shit, Usher had on his Don't Trump America shirt, okay? At the end, he turned around. I guess he didn't want to say it, but I guess he said, motherfucker, y'all can read Don't Trump America, okay? But like I said, that motherfucking Hillary Clinton, she ain't really no fucking better. Well, like I said, I guess she is the lesser of the two evils, and we're really gonna only have two choices. That's gonna be Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton. So Hillary Clinton, I guess it is. Okay. Now DJ Khaled is on stage with this beautiful young lady whose name is Viola, I think that's her name. But they are presenting the Viewers' Choice Award, and the winner is Beyonce. And again, her mama came up and accepted her award for her because Beyonce had to get to her fucking concert in London. Now, last but certainly not least, bitch, Dave Chappelle comes back on stage and he is introducing us to Sheila E. Sheila E. killed that motherfucking shit, okay? When I tell you, I am so glad that they allowed Sheila E. to go last and to do the last Prince tribute, because she rocked the fucking house. Don't get me wrong. Stevie Wonder, Erykah Badu, and Belil, and Jennifer Hudson, and Tori, all of them did an amazing job, but I think Sheila E. did awesome as well. And we know the relationship that Sheila E. had with Prince. They worked together and they were also engaged. So they had a very, very close relationship. And you could tell that she was emotional while she was doing it. She wanted to pay homage to her, her friend. So like I said, I'm so glad that they allowed Sheila E. to go last, because I thought that was, awesome for them to, basically end the show like that. I thought it went out with a bang. So again, shout out to BET for these Prince tributes. You said that it was going to be hype. It was hype. I absolutely enjoyed myself. And I'm pretty sure that I will be watching this for for a second time sometime later on today or maybe tonight or something, or when I have a little bit of downtime, because I did enjoy it. I want y'all to let me know what y'all thought about the BET Awards down in the comment section. I think there was a lot of awesome things going on at this BET Awards. Let's just say that I thought there was a lot of subliminals that were going on, Black empowerment, a lot of awesome messages that were being thrown out there during the BET Awards. I will say that myself. I caught them. I don't know if anybody else caught them. Again, I thought one of the best speeches of the entire night was Jesse Williams. I think he did I think he talked about a lot of things that needed to be talked about without any type of filter. So shout out to Jesse Williams for that. Like I said, they need to put his motherfucking name on that ballot. Just strike out Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump, and let's just vote Jesse Williams to be the next president of the United States of America. I ain't saying, I'm just motherfucking saying. Leave me some comments down in the comment section. What are your thoughts on the 2016 BET Awards? Did it give you your life? Did it take your life away? What did you think of the Prince tributes? Also, if you are new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you enjoy my videos, please consider giving it a thumbs up. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.